saying?
We multiply by the reciprocal of the exponent of minus 3 all over 2.
So here you are saying I should multiply with minus 2 all over
2 all over 3.
and then even this side, ne?
Yes.
Yes.
Minus 2 all over 3, ne?
2 all over 3.
And then this one and this one, they are going to divide each other out, ne?
Yes.
And then it says x is going to be equaling to, if we type this in our calculator, so we have
Minus 2 all over 3. We'll get 4.
we have 1 all over 8, ne?
Yes.
And then it's to the power
Of minus 2.
minus 2, ne?
All over.
Yes.
All over.
2 all over 3.
All over 3.
Okay, it says x is equal to 4. Okay, but now how we
Yes.
only have one answer here. How do you know whether you should have one answer or you should have two answers here? Because
We
dealing
check
with-
our numerator.
we check the
Yeah?
numerator here. ne?
Yes. If it's odd or even.
So we have an odd.
If it's
How many answers are we supposed to have?
1.
We're supposed to have one. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Then we have let's give this to number 2.2.2.
Fortune.
Fortune.
Yes.
Fortune, are you here?
No, Mister, give it to the. I'll do.
You'll do the
Let's
next
give
one.
it to
200.
Okay,
Yes.
Tebo, let's go through this one. So what is the first thing that we're going to do here?
Ish.
To change 4 to
Divide.
the power of x.
Para Tebo wena.
Oh,
Yes,
sorry, miss.
Tebo.
Buena.
Tebo,
Mister.
what is the first thing that we should do here?
Change out 4 2 to the power.
So we're going to change 4 into a prime base. Ne?
Yeah,
Yes.
2 to the
And
power
then
of
how
2.
do we do that? We're going to say that we have 4 equals to shift fact. Ne? And then it gives us 2 to the power of 2 multiplied by, then we have x outside. So we've changed this. Ne? Are we also going to change the 8? Tebo?
No.
We don't change the 8, so we leave the 8 as it is. So it's plus 8 is going to be equal to, am I changing 9?
No.
So I'm leaving that one because it doesn't have an index, doesn't have an exponent ne, of a variable.
Yes.
So,
2, Mister. Not 3.
so it's 2 to the power of x. Okay. What is the next thing that you're going to do here, Tebo?
And multiply 2.
This one and this one.
2. Yeah.
So you're going to raise the power to the furthest power, and then it gives you what? 2 to the power of 2x plus 8, which is going to be equal to 9 multiplied by 2 to the power of x. Okay, what is the next thing here, Tebo?
Transpose maybe.
So you want us to take this one to this other side?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 2 to the power of 2x. And then if I take this one, it's positive. If it goes that side, it's going to become what?
Negative.
Negative. So we have minus 9 multiplied by 2 to the power of x. By the way, Tebo, can I multiply these two? This one and this one? So that I get 18 to the power of x. Can I do that?
Mr. You.
Can I do that?
No.
I can't do it.
Yes.
Why?
Because they don't have the same exponents.
So they don't have the same exponent. Ne? Plus
Yes.
A is going to be equaling to 0. Okay. What is the next thing that I will do here?
To rewrite 2 to the power of x, 2 to the power of 2x as 2 close bracket x 2.
So you
Yeah.
say we should rewrite this as 2 to the power of
2
x
x into 2.
Yes.
minus
Yeah.
9
9
multiplied by 2 to the power of x plus 8
plus 8
is
equals
equal
to
to
0.
Okay. What is the next thing that you'll do from here then?
Mr. Wutsama.
Amogelang.
Factorize.
We Mr. Nangale. Naki dirile ntengo ke dirile 9 minus 8.
Mr. Uzwelela, Mr. Listen to me. We let k equals to 2 to the
Method,
power.
Mr.
Okay, method. Ne?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let what?
K. No,
Yes.
let 2x equals to
K.
k.
2 to the
2
power
to
of
the power
x.
of
K.
x. X.
Okay.
Big K.
Yeah, and then it
Bk
means now we are going to have what? K squared. Ne?
k squared
Minus
minus 9k
minus
9k
9k
plus
Plus
8
is going to be
equals
equal
to 0.
Okay. Moving on.
To 0.
All right.
Then
Yeah.
it's a quadratic.
with you,
We
ne,
open
Mohau,
two
ne?
brackets.
Yes, Mohau.
There,
Yeah. You're saying?
we open two brackets since it's a
Okay.
quadratic.
I have 2 brackets. And then
Then you put k
K.
minus 8.
K minus 8.
Minus 1.
K minus 1. So if I say negative 8 multiplied by negative 8 is going to give me what? Positive 8. Ne? Oh,
Positive 8.
negative 8 multiplied by minus 1 gives us positive 8. And then if I say this one plus this one, they're going to give me minus 9k. Okay, it's fine.
Okay.
And using the product law, you say we're going to have k is equaling to 8.
Equals to 8 or k equals to 1.
To 1. Okay. From here, what should we do?
Then we know what is k. Then k is 2 to the power of 2x. Then you say 2 to the power of 2x
2 to the
equals
power
to
of 2
8.
is equaling to 8. Or
Yes.
2 to the power of
2 to the
x
power of
is equaling to 1.
equals to 1. Yes.
Okay. Let's welcome Jane. She just got here. Jane, how are you today?
I'm okay.
All right. Tebo, you're still with us?
Yes.
All right. What should we do from here, Tebo?
Divide by 2.
You do what?
No.
Tebo, we are doing what?
Divide by 2. 2 to
I
the
should
power
divide both sides by 2. Ne?
Yes.
Divide by 2, divide by 2. Even here.
Yes.
Divide by 2, divide by 2. And then what's going to happen, Tebo, after that?
2 will cancel 2.
This one and this one, they're going to divide each other. And then I'm going to be left with
X equals to
x is equaling to
4.
4.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Tebo, that's not how we do it. Ne? Can we assist her,
Yes.
guys? Let's
Yes.
assist her.
Yes.
We change the
Fortune,
8 into.
assist Tebo here.
We change the 8 into the. I should not know
Prime
the
base.
calculate.
Prime base. Ne?
Prime base.
Yeah, so
Yes.
we'll say we have 8 shift equals to shift. And then it says we have 2 to the power of x is going to be equal to 2 to the power of 3.
Of the
Are you still with us, Tebo?
Yes.
Yeah, and then from here onwards, you will say bases are equal, then you drop the exponents. You are not dividing here. You say, okay, this one
Yes.
is equaling to this one. If these two are equal, then
Yes.
it means therefore x is going to be equaling to what? To 3.
To 3.
3.
It's fine.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, even this side, we don't divide by 2.
We change it into something.
You want to say something here? We do what here?
We write 1 as 2 to the power of 0 because anything to the power of 0 is close to 1.
So we're
So
going to
that
say
our
we have
basis
2
will
to
be
the power of x, which is going to be 2 to the power of 0. Ne? And then we say base
Yes.
2, and then it says therefore x is going to
X
be equal to
equals
what?
to 0. To 0.
Is it clear, Tebogo?
Yes.
Yeah, it's 4 marks. Then
Yes.
how would you get your 4 marks? You'll get your 4 marks for putting it in a standard form. You'll get a mark for this, for factorizing, and then you'll get 1 mark for x is 3, and then you'll get 1 mark for x is 0. Fortune,
Mister.
there's someone who's making noise. Who's?
J.
It's Jane.
J. Yes. Yes.
Are you here?
Yes.
All right. I've muted everyone so that we can continue. Okay. So let's move on to the next question. The next question,
Yes.
we have I think it was Fortune who promised to do this one. Fortune, we have 2.2.3. Okay, let's go through 2.2.3. We have root x 9 is going to be equaling to 243. What is the first thing that I should do, Tebogo here?
Mr. Fortune.
Oh, Fortune, yeah, it's I get it, Fortune Tebogo. You see, it's same person. Fortune.
Mr. You read the bracket.
I should do brackets. Okay, I have brackets.
Then utira or utira x over 1.
It's x all over 1 like this.
Yes.
So in other words, you want us to rewrite the following root as an exponent. Ne?
Yes.
And then you say this is going to be x to the power of all over 1 like this. Ne?
Yeah.
You think so? Ne? Anyone who can assist?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Is it did we all do the same thing like this? Anyone who did it differently?
I said inside the brackets, I wrote a 9.
It's 9, yeah?
1 over x.
1 all over x.
Yes.
And then you don't have anything outside.
Yes. Then
Okay.
equals to.
Then this is going to be equals to
2 for 3. 2 for 3.
2, 4, 3.
And then
so we have two methods now. Fortune is saying we should write it as 9 to the power of x all over 1. And then Amu is saying we should write it as 9 to the power of x, 1 all over x, like this. Ne?
Yes.
Because the difference between the two of you is that the other one is saying it's x all over 1. The other one is saying 1 all over x. Anyone who would like to break this tie? Jane, what do you think?
Sir,
What do you think about this two?
I think we should write it as 1 over x.
We should write it as 1 all over x, not x all over 1.
Yes.
Okay. Mohau, what do you think, Mohau? Mohau,
She has network problem, miss.
Mr. 1 all over x.
it should be written as 1 all over x.
Yes.
Okay, so Fortune, it seems as if we should write it as 1 all over x, because if we have square root of x, remember there's a 2 here. No?
Yes.
So if there's a 2 here and then there's a 1 here, we're going to write this thing as x to the power of 1 all over 2. So whatever is inside goes up, and then this here is the one which is going to go to the denominator. So we should write it as a fraction form.
Yes.
Are you good there, Fortune?
Yes, Mr.
Okay, let's continue then. What is the next thing that you did here from here?
You open bracket.
Open bracket.
Yes.
Yeah.
9
9.
to the power of 1 over x. Not there, miss.
Where?
Inside the
Inside
bracket.
the bracket.
Or you want me to have 9 to the power of 1 all over x.
Those bracket x over 1, the reciprocal.
X all over 1.
Yes.
Okay.
And then 2 for 3
2, 4, 3.
to the power
X
of x to the x over 1.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
So this one and this one you get 9,
Yes.
which is going to be equaling to
2 for 3 over to the power of x.
2, 4, 3 to the power of x. Okay. And then from
Yes.
here,
I changed them. 2 for 3 to the power of x into prime base.
okay, if you change, you change 9. You say 9
Then
equals to shift.
3 to the power of 2.
So here it gives you 3 to the power of 2.
Yes.
And then this side, what did you get?
3 to the power of 5.
3 to the power
5
5 multiplied by x. Ne?
by x.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and then from here you say bases are equal, then it means you are going to have this one multiplied by this one. It gives us 2, which is going to be equal to 5x. Ne?
X. Yes.
Yes.
And then we divide by 5, we divide by 5. It says x is going to be equaling to
2 to the power
5.
2 over
2 all over 5.
2 all over 5. Okay. Noted. And then we go to our last question. Our last question is going to be done by Jane. Jane, last question is yours. Hello? Jane,
I mean, I don't understand. I
You
don't
don't understand?
understand.
you don't understand this one?
Yes.
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 Amu, would you like to give it a shot?
Yes. Yes.
You want to?
No.
Can you give it a try?
Eh,
2.3.
no.
Muhau?
I haven't tried it. So yeah. So,
Muhau?
Mister, I didn't write it.
You
I
didn't
want
write it.
okay.
Tebu?
Yes. In shade.
Tebu? Eh? Fortune?
I don't understand.
Okay, so let's try it together. So we have
Yes.
P plus Q, and then we have P minus Q. I think that is the story that we should start with here. So we have P plus Q, and then we have P minus Q. Can you see that again?
Yes.
Yes.
And then even here, like you have that, it's just which they have squared. So what I will try to do is to say, whatever is inside here, I can factorize it because it's a difference of 2 squares. So this is squared, this one is also squared. So I will have root, open 2 brackets, and then I will have P minus Q, and then I will have P plus Q multiplied by this part here, which is going to be P plus Q to the power of 5 all over 2, all over P minus Q to the power of 1 all over 2. Now, remember we're speaking about this one. This is a root. No?
Yes.
Yes.
So if it's a root can be changed into an exponent. So I'm going to try to change that root into an exponent because I already see I have an exponent here. I also have an exponent here. So it makes sense to change that one also to an exponent. So I will have
Yes.
P minus Q into a bigger bracket. And then I will have P plus Q. And then if I change this root here, it's going to be written as what?
1 over 2.
It's 1 all over
2.
2. Multiplied
Yes.
by P
P
plus
bracket
Q
plus Q
to the power
close
of
bracket
5
5
all
all
over
over
2.
2.
Okay. This is going to be all over
Open bracket P minus Q all over 2.
1 over 2.
yeah, and then from here, guys, like you will see this. So this whole bracket here, there's a multiplication in between them. So I will raise the power to the furthest power, not inside the bracket, but here in this bracket, there's a 1 here, and then even here, there's a 1 here. So I will say this one multiplied by this one multiplied by this one. I'm not going inside the bracket because I'm not allowed to go inside the bracket because there's a plus. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yes.
So I will say, okay, 1 multiplied by 1 all over 2 is going to give me P minus Q
1 over 2.
1 over 2.
yeah, P minus Q to the power of 1 all over 2 multiplied by P plus Q to the power of
Q
1 all over 2
over
multiplied by P plus Q to the power of 5 all
5
over
of
2.
5 over
5
2.
over
And then from here, you have P minus Q.
to the power of 1 over
1 over
Now here, this base and this base, let me show you what do I mean. This whole thing, I can take it as one thing. It's one base here. It's to the power 1 all over 2. This whole thing here, it's another base. It's to the power 1 all over 2. So I will say these two things here are going to divide each other because bases are the same and then we are dividing.
okay.
You see what I'm talking about here?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and then here I will say, okay, but now this one here and then this one here, bases are the same again. You have bases which are the same. If it's confusing for you, you could have said let P plus Q to be equaling to K so that you see that inside your bracket, you have K to the power of 1 all over 2 multiplied by K to the power of 5 all over 2. Then bases are the same. Everyone can see that. Ne?
Yes.
Yes.
If bases are the same and then we're multiplying, what do we do to the exponents?
We add them.
We add them.
Yes.
So we have half plus 5 all over 2. Now you can check that with your calculator. If you say you have half
3.
3.
you get 3. Ne?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, then it means you are going to have, you know what is K, you can say you have P plus Q to the power of 3.
Yes.
And then you should be done here.
Yes.
And then I think for question 2, we are almost done with everything. Yeah, we are done with everything. Then I thought we can come and try the following. We can then do the following.